ready to stand up and speak out to see our world change. I'm telling you, if you really mean that, you can change the course of history forever. Don't let anybody push you aside or forget about you. There's power inside of you, friend. This is our warfare song. Let freedom come to this place. I am the one who will burn you down. today. And we freaking love you guys so much, man. Wow. But you know, the reason that we did this tour, when we were discussing what it would look like for us to sort of close the book on this chapter of our lives, the reason that we did this tour is really because as much as I think any band that starts off, they have this dream or this idea that they're going to go all around the world and make a bunch of fans. The reason that we did this is, and the reason that we wanted to do this, and the reason this night means so much to us is because now, after having done this for 10 years, it doesn't really feel like we got any fans. It feels like we just got a really big family. And I can't even begin to tell you how honored we are that every single one of you would take time out of your life to come and spend it with us, and that any of you would even believe in what this thing is about, what this thing has become. And this thing is a lot bigger, I think, than any of us could ever have imagined. I know, and it's a lot bigger than any of us could ever have imagined. And I just want to thank you guys for being a part of it. Every one of you is an absolute dream come true. And we love you so much. For 10 years, this thing has ever only been about Jesus. So why change now? Tonight, open your eyes and open your heart, man. I believe the God of all creation is in this room tonight, and he loves every single one of you. I think this is your time. We're only on the second day of this sort of last part of this last tour. And we are out with the coolest bands we've ever toured with. We're ending on a high note. Why don't you guys give it up for all the other bands that played tonight? Norman G, Charlotte, Planet, and My Epic, three incredible bands. You know, it's interesting, man, having been the Christian band for the last 10 years. I think a lot of people have thought that this message was like a gimmick, you know, like some bands talk about drugs, and some bands talk about partying, and some bands talk about girls, and some bands talk about money, some bands talk about politics or straight edge, and Forte talks about Jesus, and everybody has their own little like niche, right? But here's the cool thing, man. Right now we're at the end of our career. There's no more record deals to negotiate. There's no more tours to do. No more people in the music industry to impress, or sort of music industry politics to even think about, right? Like now, all gimmicks aside, all agendas are gone, and we can really just share our heart, right? And so, so here's the truth. 10 years ago, when we started doing this and we started touring, I had guys in a whole bunch of bands pull me aside, and they said this. They said, "Man, you need to maybe calm down with all that Jesus stuff. You know, it's like it's cool. All right, it's cool that you believe that, but you know, you don't want to alienate people or make people feel uncomfortable or offend anybody. So you know, maybe just tone it down a little bit." And you know, I guess I heard where they were coming from, but it all kind of hit me like this, like, man, I don't want to offend anybody. It's never been my agenda. It's never been our purpose to try to offend or alienate people or to divide people. Here's the truth. Regardless of what you believe or what your opinions are, I love you, and I really care for you, and I'm really, really thankful that you would come and spend this time with us. But if I know anything, if I have anything to offer you, it is this. I and every member of this band am living proof that there is a God, and he still saves sinners like us today. Listen, I don't just believe that there is power in the blood of Jesus. I am a living example that there is power in the blood of Jesus, man. I don't just believe it because it says it in an old book or because some preacher told me to, man. I believe it because I've seen that power in my life. We have seen that power in our lives in such incredible and miraculous and revolutionary ways that we can't ignore it any longer. So when the whole music industry told us for 10 years, tone it down, keep it to yourself, I think that I can speak for all of us when I say, this is the only thing worth shouting about, man. This is the hope for our generation. It's the hope for our scene. It's the hope for our nation, man. We're not going to find the freedom we've been looking for in some politician, in some new president. We're not going to find the freedom we've been looking for in some self-help program or in some empowerment book. The only place we will find the freedom we were made for is at the foot of that blood-stained cross where love was laid down for our sake, man. So listen, if you don't know him, Jesus made a promise to you. He said this, seek and you will find. Ask and I'll give it to you. If you want to know God, you don't have to just take my word for it. You don't have to know everything about the Bible. You don't even have to start going to church. If you want to know God, just ask him. I dare you. And it'll mess up everything you ever thought you knew about yourself.